Okay, so as mentioned, I think you've done a good job so far on understanding escalation in complaints. We're now going to watch Al Prodgers, who teaches us the 6 easy steps to handling complaints from your customer.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, this is just a 2.5 minute video, so it won't
Okay.
take long.
Hi, I've got a complaint. Those words spoken by a customer or guest are guaranteed to give us a jolt of adrenaline. They're not comfortable to hear. Even when they're not aimed at us personally, we often feel like we're being attacked. And this is the first major trap of handling any complaint situation, the triggering of emotions, yours and the customer's. So our priority is to cool it down. But how? We must remember that a complaint is caused by an unmet need. It's a problem with an extra emotional charge. Yes, the problem needs to be fixed, but the good relationship can't be restored without addressing the emotional component. So first and foremost, you do so by focusing on the customer's needs and listening actively. Put yourself in their shoes. It's vital that you listen to establish the facts so that you can efficiently address the issue, but you're also giving them the opportunity to just express themselves. By giving them that respect, you've already begun working on diffusing the tension and restoring the relationship. The next great advantage of listening with empathy is that they will be telling you what they need most to feel better. They're giving you important clues, and you can use that information to structure your actions. You're like a doctor, listening to the patient's symptoms so that you can decide which medicine to prescribe first. Just breathe. Focus on what they need, and remember that it's not about you personally. Breathe because it gives you time to think, and listen because it tells you what to think about. Now, you can begin to take action towards your common goal. The facts of every case will vary, but if you show that you've taken ownership and that you're committed to getting the best possible outcome as quickly as possible, you'll stand an excellent chance of getting their trust back. Keep them in the loop with any developments. Give them feedback that they can rely on, and keep paying attention to their needs and emotions. They may even be more impressed with your product and service than before.
Wonderful. So thank you for watching that one. I'll just get this back up again. What were your takeaways from that video? What did you learn?
Or put yourself in the shoes of the customer, focus, address the issue, give feedback, let him give you feedback, and yeah.
And is that information that is useful for you to take into your work?
Yes, very useful.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good. So we're going to continue to look at those steps that he explained. So I put them in boxes here.
Oh yeah, breathe.
So we look at the first one, which was breathe.
Okay.
Often when we get nervous, we forget to breathe. And then we look more anxious, so we're not looking like a confident person dealing with a situation. So here, maybe you can read what we've said there, where it says breathe.
The customer is not angry with you, they are angry with the situation.
Yeah, so think back to that waitress. She wasn't cooking the food, so actually it's not her fault.
Yes, it's nothing personal.
Yeah, but she took it personally, and that's why she failed to come up with good solutions.
Yes.
And the next one is listen.
Okay, listen. You need to know all the facts to find a solution. Make sure you have listened to what the customer wants.
So why is that so important, that listening part?
Because you need to understand.
And the more you understand, the less questions you have to ask.
Yeah, you address the issue.
Yeah, excellent. Own it.
You need to imagine it's your challenge to solve and start the brainstorming solution.
Okay, and that's something that often people will choose not to own the problem. They try to pass the blame. Oh, we're short-staffed. Or the stove's broken, or the chef's angry. When they should just say, I can hear what you're saying. Let me address that right now. I'm responsible. So own it. It's your problem and treat it as a challenge. Take action.
Agree, open the solution, and strive to achieve it.
Yeah, so try to achieve it.
Try to achieve it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so if you can do all those first 4, then you're already in a good place where you'll potentially be able to fix the problem. So don't read the next part yet.
Okay.
I'd like you to think, if for example, I have a car and my car has broken down, but I just had it serviced with you last week.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm talking to you, I've said, hello, I've called you up. I'm really disappointed. I just gave my car for servicing. You gave it back. You said it's good for another 5,000 kilometers. Here it is. The dashboard's already showing needs to be serviced. What's this all about? It's very frustrating for me.
Okay.
So if you're following this,
Yeah. First, I need to breathe and understand. Okay.
don't need to tell me that part. How would you be responding?
Okay, ma'am. This is our responsibility. Thank you for choosing us. Hope we can solve your problem as soon as possible. Now we will come and pick up the car and take care of your mechanical problems.
Okay, so far so good. I'm going to give you another example.
Okay.
I just came into your shop. I bought this pair of trousers and I went to take them out of the bag to show my friend, and the buttons have already fallen off the top of the trouser. This is a really bad quality.
Okay, ma'am. I understand the problem now. I'm so sorry. And this is a manufacturing problem and we are happy to change it.
And how can you guarantee that the button won't fall off the
We
next?
will double check together. We make sure everything is in place and working properly.
Okay, very good. So far we've looked at the first 4 steps. So in each instance, obviously you're breathing, but you're also listening to what my problem is.
Well, yeah.
You're owning it and you're taking the action.
Yeah.
Okay, so if we had a more complex problem, then it's not something you can fix just like that.
Yeah.
Yep. So if we go back to the mechanic, and let's say you've offered to come by, but I've said, well, no, that doesn't work. I have to go to work today.
Okay, then we will give you another car till we solve your problem.
Okay. So let's say you've done that, and now I'm at work. How, if you follow this process, what would you be doing next?
What will I do? Feedback.
Okay.
Okay, pay attention and in the loop.
Okay. Sorry, I don't mean like that. So let's say I am at work and I've borrowed this car from you.
Yeah.
Then what? What happens next?
I will fix your car and then return it to you.
Now, how do I know?
Well, we will check everything systematically, then inform you, and then give you information.
There we go. That's what I was looking for. So keeping me in the loop
Okay.
as you progress. Yeah. So sorry that I don't think my instruction was clear there. So let me find another example.
Okay.
Just 1 second. My first flight, you're at the airport counter. My first flight is delayed. That means I'm going to miss my connecting flight in Singapore. This is a huge problem because my suitcase is already on the plane.
Okay, ma'am, this is a technical problem and caused by us.
Mhm.
So we will all cover all your expenses, and then we make sure we bring back your suitcase, deliver it to your address, and then we will give you another flight book you another flight, you make sure that you safely arrive your destination.
That doesn't work for me because I'm going to a wedding and I can't change the date of the wedding.
Okay. Tell them to not get married.
Not helpful. So keep thinking along the way. So you came up with one solution, which was you get the suitcase back. What other considerations?
Get your private jet.
But no, this is good. So you're coming up with solutions, even if they're not effective yet or they're unrealistic. At least you're making the customer laugh.
I really don't know.
You have no idea. You might look at other flights from a different airline going to the same destination
Yeah.
and seeing whether there's an opportunity there to do a code share,
Okay.
something like that. Okay.
Okay.
We'll move on, but I think you understand that if there is a longer complaint, you don't just leave them alone, you keep updating them of progress.
That's right, ma'am.
Very good. And I just want to share a little story with you about this. And it goes back to when I worked at Four Seasons.
Okay.
And whenever a Japanese person, whenever anyone complained at Four Seasons, we always gave them a bottle of wine and a card and said, we're sorry.
Okay.
So the Japanese people started traveling to the Four Seasons hotels, and we did this same response. We gave them a bottle of wine, and they were very offended. And the travel agent came to us at the hotel and said, how can you be so disrespectful? And we were very confused. How is that disrespectful? And they said, because you didn't listen to what the problem was. You didn't own the problem. You didn't fix the problem, but you gave people a bottle of wine to shut them up. And so for Japanese people, that was very rude.
All right.
So it was a really good lesson for us then, learning empathy, learning to understand what is the customer actually looking for. They weren't looking for a bottle of wine. You know, they were rich enough to buy a vineyard.
Mm.
They were just looking for a genuine apology and fixing the problem.
That's right.
So I've brought a little methodology here, and it's called the fishbone methodology.
Okay.
And it's a very useful tool to understand where the problem comes from.
Okay.
And so when you understand where the problem comes from, you can start to come up with a solution.
That's right.
Yeah? So people always say the fish smells at the head. That's when you know it's bad. So here we've got the head is the problem, but behind the head are all of the possible issues that could have occurred that made the fish smell.
Mm.
Yeah. So we've got measurements, materials, people, environment, machine, and processes. And this tool was developed by Kaoru Ishikawa in the 1960s. And here we are 80 years later, and we still use it in a lot of business transactions when trying to solve problems.
That's right.
So I'd like you to think back to the airport incident,
Okay.
and when you gave me an example of what the problem was, which one of these was it?
Machine.
Exactly. And when you faced the problem with the button that was falling off, what was the problem there?
Materials.
And when we had the car problem,
Well, I will say two of them. People and machine.
yeah, so the serviceman didn't do the job well,
Yeah.
and maybe the machine was faulty,
Yeah.
so it was an issue. If we think of another problem, so for example, I've gone to a tailor and I've been measured for a suit.
Measurement.
That's very good. Okay. Give me an example of a problem that is a process.
Process. You go restaurant and the food delivery is not on time. It's so late. That's process.
It could be process. It could be people,
Could be
untrained.
people, Yeah.
It could be the measurements
Yes.
from a cooking perspective,
Yes.
and it could also be the environment,
Yes.
because maybe everybody there has been told it's okay to be a bit lazy, so they
Yes.
are lazy. So you can see this is a very helpful diagram,
It is.
and I want you to remember that because we'll use it in a moment.
Okay.
So let's have one last practice, and that is, I've just been delivered a bottle of wine. It's a French bottle, Chartreuse. It costs $20,000 a bottle.
Okay.
For my cheap bottle, it comes up to much higher. And you, the waiter, has opened it, and it is smelling disgusting.
Okay.
How do we handle that situation?
We replace it. We apologize, sir. First of all, we apologize and then we replace it
Okay.
if it's possible.
Yeah. I think, would you, as a waiter, have the authority to replace such an expensive bottle of wine?
Well, I need to understand the problem, the issue first. How comes the wine is smelling?
It's called corked, and sometimes it means the wine wasn't stored the right way.
Yeah, right.
Instead of being stored flat, it was stood up. So the
Yes.
cork went dry, and that changed the flavor inside the bottle.
So yeah, I will address the issue first,
Okay.
and then if I can help them anyhow, I will help.
Mm-hmm.
Tell my management.
Mm.
If we can replace it, we will replace it.
Okay, very good.
If we can't, well, good luck and
Right.
bad luck.
So in that instance, the wine is corked. If we go back to the fishbone, what was the cause that you were able
Process.
to identify? Yeah, process. The way the wine was stored is a process.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well done. Okay, so now that we understand a little bit about complaint handling and understanding what causes the problem, we're going to look at a better way to respond.
Okay.
Okay, because the waitress didn't respond the right way. So now we're looking at how she could have done it better.
Okay.
So we know, first of all, we need to own it.